Yo, bros, I have an interesting video. Another slew, another man in a slew of pandering men. Men that will say whatever it takes to be able to manipulate women, in a sense, to make them wealthy. You've heard the Derek Jacksons of the world. In recent, I don't know if you guys have watched, the whole tonight's conversation. The guy behind it, I think he's Ace Metaphor, what a stupid name, but he's going through some controversy. These men that says things that women love to hear. You just gotta wait. Just gotta wait for the skeletons in their closets to come out. But regardless, uh, let's hear. Once in a while, I don't mind he listen to these pandering men's foolishness, just so other men to like get the feel, get the mindset that there are plenty of these men out there, these hustlers, these fake ass men. Let's check it out.
I just want to let you know, as a man, you have failed. Now, it's one thing to both be working towards a life where you can allow her to not work and you're just on your way there, but it's a whole nother thing to want your wife to work, which a ton of you on this platform do, and I don't understand it. Shame on all of you guys who make your wife go back to work after having a child. You make her go on maternity leave, enjoy all of the positive things of being a stay-at-home mother, and then make her go back to work. Why? Just so you can afford a few more toys? Oh, so you can afford your truck? So you can afford another boat? That's why? That's why you have her work? Come on. You're going to have other people raise your children, make memories with your children rather than you or their mother because you want shiny toys? Don't even come at me with the, in this economy, both people have to work. No, that's not true. Both people have to work if you need to pay for daycare. But if you don't need to pay for daycare, one income can do it. And if the father's income, single income, doesn't cover it, you're living outside your means. You're buying things you can't afford. You're doing things other than advancing your career and finding a way to make more money. This, like everything else in life, is a skill issue. If you're a man and you think you need your woman to work or that you need her income, that is a skill issue. I will not allow anyone on social media to gaslight me or anyone else into believing that you need a dual income household. It is not true. It never will be. If your wife...
You wouldn't allow other people to gaslight you into changing your view, yet you are fine with gaslighting others into changing their view. Makes sense. Sounds like a woman to me. Sounds like women logic. This is a thing where, okay, fine. Men shouldn't force women to work. Should men force women to stay at home? Is the reverse fine? Is the reverse fine that men should now start forcing women to be stay-at-home mothers? Let's turn back the clock. Let's turn back the clock. Because was it men that forced women into the workplace? Or was it women? Who who started that? Who started that? Men or was it women? This is a thing where it is just so funny that these pandering ass men are around. Where's the logic in that? Now, I would say this, for men to be the best version of themselves, that's cool. But do it for yourself. Not because you want to provide for a woman to be able now to be stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom. Do it for yourself so you can achieve whatever you deem as happy. And in my personal opinion, if the best version of yourself is not being a six-figure man, okay. As I've always said, that I believe the best version of yourself is the version that you are happy with. The version that you content with, the version that you're not depressed about. That's in my personal opinion the best version of yourself. If you're not depressed, if you're happy, if you have some semblance of happiness, where you're not depressed about your day, you're not longing for something different, you're not crying, you're not complaining, you're either content or you're happy. Plain and simple. Now, you don't have to be 100% happy every single day, no, but you're generally happy, generally content. Then in my personal opinion, you are the best version of yourself. It's when you are like, oh, I want to be like that. I want to get that. You're longing for things, then of course you're not necessarily happy. You're not necessarily content because you want changes. Then okay, go on that path to change things so you can reach that status that you want, the status of happiness, whatever it is. But this is a thing where here's a fool that thinks that men force women to work? Did men do it? Or did women do it? It sounds very misogynistic, isn't it?
Works, I just want to let you know, as a man, you have failed. Now, it's one thing to both be working towards a life where you can allow her to not work and you're just on your way there.
Allow her to not work. It's like, I hate this, right? Where if you say words, if you say an ideology that women love to hear, oh, you shouldn't make a woman work. They love it. But here's the thing where if you actually listen to it, oh, what you allow her to do. You should force her to be a stay-at-home mom? Is that not what women deem misogynistic?
But it's a whole nother thing to want your wife to work, which a ton of you on this platform do, and I don't understand it. Shame on all.
Wanting your wife to work. So, one, she finds enjoyment in life where she's not beholden to, just being a mom, where she won't just get bored. I'm telling you this, women will get bored really quickly. And giving her more of a purpose than just being a mom, just being a wife, doesn't sound crazy. And here's the thing. Yes, you may live beyond your means, but here's the thing. We live in the West. We live in a capitalistic world. We live in a world where, not everyone have six figures. Not every man can be a CEO. Not every man does, Amazon FBA. Not every man is, an entrepreneur, have a business that's making hundreds of thousands every year, every month. Not every man can pander to women and gain. This guy's like what? 300, 600 followers? Pretty sure that's not men. Pretty sure it's not men following him like that. So not every man is desiring to pander to women so they can live off of women's insanity. So yes, there are plenty of people that needs two income to sustain at least a middle class lifestyle. And this is the thing where you also, if you care about your children, you want to be able to pass down something where, your children won't be struggling. Your children's children won't be struggling. Generational wealth, where you're not just thinking about yourself.
Of you guys who make your wife go back to work after having a child. You make her go on maternity leave, enjoy all of the positive things of being a stay-at-home mother, and then make her go back to work. Why? Just so you can afford a few more toys?
It's like I've always said that if you can't reverse an argument, it usually doesn't. You can poke holes into it. It usually doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, force her to go to work. Okay, so in the reverse, work, can we force her to stay at home? It, it's this is a thing where it's, you know, what man, in my personal opinion, is actually forcing women to do something? Most men, in my honest opinion, most men, average men, they can't force their women to do shit. Men cannot force women to do shit. Really, they can't.
Oh, so you can afford your truck? So you can afford another boat? That's
Or how about afford her car? Or a boat for the family to, go on vacations on.
why? That's why you have her work? Come on. You're going to have other people. Raise your children. Make memories with your children rather than you or their mother. Because you want shiny toys? You don't even.
Or you want to be able to provide a decent lifestyle for them. Shiny toys? Or how about, you want to be able to pass down a house or multiple houses to your children. You want to provide them generational wealth, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. You want to maybe stop the struggle of your generation, of your lineage. You want to provide those overseas trips for your children, for your family. You want to have them be able to live in well-to-do neighborhoods, in productive, middle-class neighborhoods.
Come at me with the, in this economy, both people have to work. No, that's not true. Both people have to work if you need to pay for daycare. But if you don't need to pay for daycare, one income can do it. And if the father's income, single income, doesn't cover it, you're living outside your means. You're buying things you can't afford. You're doing things other than advancing your career and finding a way to make more money. This, like everything else in life, is a skill issue. If you're a man and you think you need your woman to work or that you need her income, that is a skill issue. I will not allow anyone on social media to gaslight me or anyone else into believing that you need a dual income household. It is not true. It never.
So other people should allow for you to gaslight them. How is it not true? How is it not true that for a lot of Americans, you do need two incomes? How is it not true? There are statistics where for some people, they won't ever reach 100K earning. Individually, they won't ever reach 100K earning. For most people to be able to reach a middle class lifestyle, usually, on average, it's because of a two income household. Most people aren't going to side hustle or do Amazon FBA, find an entrepreneurship, make money trying to be an influencer. Most people aren't going to do that shit. It's like, who the fuck are you? It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. What do you guys? I like to show these things is that, you know what? I'm not saying that it's terrible to want to provide for your woman. I'm not. Essentially, I would do it, right? I would provide for a woman that I love. I'm not saying that. I'm not here saying that, oh, I want to provide for a woman. Or I don't want to provide for a woman. Or, you shouldn't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I think men like this are absolutely disgusting. I will never, never tell a man he's a failure because he didn't provide for his wife. He didn't provide for his girlfriend. I would never say that. Absolutely disgusting. Who the hell are you to say what another man is a failure or not. If he is a productive adult himself, he is never a failure of a man. I'm sorry. If he's a good, morally sound, productive adult, he is not a failure. Not being able to provide for your family fully should not be the standard of failure, should not be the indicator of failure. This is a thing where, idiots like this shows where they're pandering. Because it's so belittling to the people that do work hard and try their best, and they're morally sound, they're good men. They provide a decent life for their family, but with the contribution of their partner, they can provide an even better life for their family. Yeah, maybe if you want to live below your means. But maybe in the poverty level, right, where you're living paycheck to paycheck, yeah, maybe. But if the man is making 60K, the woman is making 40 to 50K, combined, you're making 100K. And then making 100K earning household, then you're living below or towards your means, yeah, that's a great thing. To be expected that all men should be making 100K so they can fully provide for a family. And if he can't do that, he's a failure. Men like this is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's to show you that, men are only good. Men are only good if they have money. That's the only good they are. It's not like. That's why I just think men like this are disgusting. It's like, what makes you a real man? Real man? It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know. What do you guys think?